All right, it's late. I can't sleep. This is what happens. I'm just terrible at this. But a thought kept rolling around in my head about politics. Politics. It keeps just rolling around. And people, I keep seeing people say this. They say, I'm not political. I'm not political. Now, we could take the easy route here and do the whole thing. Like you see that image that floats around. I know everybody's seen it where it's like, you're not political. Well, your boss is. Your neighbors are. Your landlord is. All of that. But to me, that doesn't really hit the point hard enough. I think that people have been hit over the head with that portion of things so much. But you need to requote what you're saying. When you say, I'm not political, that's not what I hear. I hear, I'm not political out loud. I'm not political out loud. We're all political. Okay? I'm going to explain it clearly for you. If you've ever had to make a decision based on whether you like the way something's going in the country, you've made a political decision. You've become political. If you've ever made a video on this app in one shape or form or another, you've become political. Whether it be a joke, whether you choose a product, it's all political. All of it is. You don't have the choice not to. You've been told you don't. And I know a lot of people are arguing and say, but I've never been political. Ever. No, I've never been political. You have. You've just been taught how to hide it or think you're hiding it. But we all see right through that. Secondarily to that, this whole I'm not political thing, the way people have been taught that and the way people have taught not to talk about politics, it's all a ploy. All of it is. And this goes to the left and the right. I'm talking to both parties here. And I'm going to show you why this is going to affect both of you equally. Both sides equally. Okay? But you've been brainwashed like the whole, we don't talk about pay in the company here. It's the same thing. They don't want you to talk about it because they want it to stay secret so that way you won't actually address the issues. That's what there is. They don't want you actually talking about the issues with each other. Because the more of us that talk to each other, that can get through to each other, where we get pissed off at something and realize it's not us, the harder it's going to be for them to control us. And they learned a long time ago the easy way was to make it fashionable, but just not be political, right? Because who's causing the problem? It's the people talking politics. They're causing the problem. You can't vote and not be political. Even if you don't vote, you're still political. It's a checkmate situation that you don't see. If you say, I'm not political, and then you vote for the left, you've made a left side political decision. If you say, I'm not political, but vote right, you made a right side decision. If you don't vote, you've made an active decision to both support and not support at the same time. You've still affected something politically. By not voting, you helped one party over the other, inadvertently. So there's no way to escape it. And America was founded on the principle of everybody being involved in the system. So how you guys got tricked along the way not to be involved in this system we have is really quite funny. If you're on the right and you are one of those people that is closeted in the fact that you don't like certain people, you don't like certain groups of people, say it out loud and suffer the consequences thereof, but at least be vocal about what you're saying and deal with it, and at least try to change your mind. If not, maybe that fear of being outed for being not liked in that should tell you something. Maybe you should analyze that. On the left, you guys, you're no better than that. Don't sit back quietly. Please be vocal about your ambitions politically. Be political about what you want. Don't be afraid anymore. All of us who have jobs are at risk of losing our jobs because of our beliefs. We can continue to be afraid of that or just embrace it and deal with it on both sides. Obviously, one side is going to be more at risk of losing their job because of comments they may make about people of a certain color or people of a certain orientation. But do what you're going to do with your beliefs and have that. Like, it's really funny. I've worked so many places where it was okay for somebody to out themselves as a Christian, but they wouldn't say anything about their political affiliation. But through things they said over time, it came out anyway what their actual beliefs were. It's really funny. So this game's got to stop. Whether you want to or not, you're political. I don't care who you are. It doesn't matter what you're saying. It is easy to put people in a camp of what political spectrum they're on in a general sense. Obviously, there's nuance to this, but in a general sense based on things they say. If a person says, I'm not political, but they have American flags all over everything, we can kind of guess what political party they align with. If a person believes it's a woman's right to choose whether or not she has a child, we can kind of guess which side of the political spectrum they're on. Whether or not you're saying who you're voting for, whether or not you're saying which party you align with, the values you present are political. This entire country is political. That's why you have a political system. So please stop saying you're not political. At best, you're not openly political, but you're still political. And if this pisses you off, that proves the point. If you don't know what to do, that proves this point. There's no way around it. There is none. You're political one way or the other. So embrace it. Be a part of the system. Be a part of this country. And put your voice out there. This is why so many other countries are farther ahead in politics than we are and have a better system, because they learned long ago that they have a voice and they want to use it. Stop stifling yourself. Use your voice. Talk out loud. Even if you get made fun of. I take criticism in this app all the time. If you don't want to do videos, that's fine. Don't do videos. But I'm going to put my opinion out. If you agree, great. If you don't, great. But you're still political and part of the system. And you don't have to like it, but you really should participate to shape the change you want to see. And that will help us better as a people. Is there going to be conflict? Yeah, absolutely, there will be. But that's going to happen regardless. And do you want to be the type to regret that you didn't voice your opinions and make it known who you are before it was too late? I don't want to take that bet. I'd rather have it known who I am and what I stand for and keep voicing that on a daily basis. So, anyway, what are your thoughts, guys? And hopefully, you guys are figuring out who you are, where you are, and what you want at this time with all the political stuff going on at this point.